Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the China Masters 2025. Thanks for sticking with us. There was, of course, that retirement from N Thuy Linh in the last match. And that led to, of course, a slight delay before this mixed doubles match. Lee Jong-min and Cha Yu-jung from South Korea taking on Tang Chun-man and Seeing Sweat, the number 5 seeds, and, of course, Badminton Asia champions. So, this part of the draw, this is section 3 of the draw. Well, that was actually women's singles draw. As I said, they're still just getting things back in order after that retirement from N Thuy Linh. We do hope the best for her. This is section 3 of the mixed doubles draw, and that was a fantastic match for Toft and Mylund from Denmark. In 3 games, ousting Cheng Xing and Zhang Qi, and that pair will be the opponents for either Lee Jong-min and Cha Yu-jung or Cha Yu-jung or Tang Chun-man or Seeing Sweat. Also, of course, you just saw the other parts have been fitted out. Hidetoyula and Pasaribu, and Chen Tangji and Toei Wei from this side of the draw. So here they come, finally after the warm-up. And that is 19-year-old Lee Jong-min. Still with me, of course, our resident badminton expert and former Danish national coach. Steen, what do you know of young Lee Jong-min? World champion, yeah, that's right. She won the World Championship in 2023 in Denmark with Chae. Well, that was his glorious double-winning year,
Red.
Men's doubles and mixed.
Black. Red for you. This is black. Who receive? Lee receive. Who serves? You. This side.
Well, smiles of the coin. nobody taking the initiative off the coin toss. That's interesting. Well, largely different 2025s, as you can imagine, from these two pairs. For Cha Yu-jung, 30 years old, now born in Busan, ranked 56 with Lee Jong-min, has been as high as number 2 with Chae. Of course, Chae has gone on now and is really focusing on men's doubles with Kim Won-ho. A great success there as well. But she did actually manage a runner-up position in 2023 right here at the China Masters with Chae. That was against Cheng Chi-wei and Hong Yeo-shong. And as Steen said, the unknown quality of Lee Jong-min, the 19-year-old, and for the KBA to have such faith in him means that he's got to have it. 33-year-old Seeing Sweat had a great 2025 with Tang Chun-man, quarterfinalists in Hong Kong. That was their home open, China Open and the Japan Open. They were runner-up in Singapore, they were 3rd in Thailand, and of course they won the Badminton Asia Championships as well. For the Koreans, it was a 3rd spot in the Orléans Masters. But also they played in the World Championships at the round of 32. That's pretty much it in terms of results for them. So still very much like the first mixed doubles that we watched earlier on. That was Thirathsikul and Thairatnachai. I'm guessing, Steen, they have to form that relationship regardless of how good Lee Jong-min is. Yeah.
Ready to play.
Oh, so she's a good player to learn from, in a sense, by playing with, because you'll have to up your game. yeah. So there's confirmation of the umpire and service judge. R32 is in the big chair, and He Zhu-Ying, China, is in the service judge position. That's Wong Chun-Han, I should say, former Malaysian singles player, is now in charge, has been in charge of for a while the Hong Kong national setup. And he's taken some of the shuttlers, pairs and players to much greater heights. That's right, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Tang Chunman and Chae Sweat, Hong Kong, China. And on my left, Lee Chongmin and Chae Yu-jung, Korea. Chae Sweat to serve, Lee Chongmin, double.
R32 gets us underway, and yes, you're right, Jeremy Gunn, of course. Watanabe and Higashino, the pair that really come to mind with Jeremy Gunn.
One, love.
But Hong Kong certainly benefiting from their experience. Now, ready to get underway. Quick serve from Seeing Sweats.
Two, love.
Wow. 4 left-handed players. What are the permutations from that?
Hey, service over. 1, 2.
What are the chances of that? Really? Wow. 4 lefties. Interesting.
Hey, 2, all.
Anyway, I guess the question that I've been tiptoeing around, Steen, is what do you think is going to happen here? This established pair of Tang and C against this brand new partnership from Korea.
Three,
settle in, yeah.
2.
Hong Kong, yeah, that's true.
Service over. 3, all.
Yeah. So, suffering from a bit of a lull in form.
Service over. 4, 3.
Oh. Yeah. That can certainly change your mind, I'm guessing. Different partner. Yeah.
5, 3.
Yeah, that came as a bit of a surprise, you're right. Let's right and see out another stalwart of the Hong Kong national team that we haven't seen that much of recently.
6, 3.
Wow, that's a 360 pirouette from the youngster.
7, 3.
been together that long. That's probably the one thing that he's going to have to get over. And get up to speed in his new partnership as soon as possible. Show degree of adaptability and versatility. I noticed that they switched positions there. Now, Chae Jung is definitely a net player, right? She's
service over.
right.
9-5.
Well, they're 9-5 up here. They've raced off to a lead by settling a bit quicker. A 19-year-old playing with 3 30-year-olds or above. Yeah. But he was under no pressure, yeah. Oh, certainly playing the black court now. Chae waiting and that's a very animated Hong Kong bench. Far removed from her demeanor on court. She was just staring that down. She is a great net player though, seems when she's on form. 9-all. And much like Zinhua and Chen Fanghui earlier, some pairs just take a few rallies to really get up to their firing rhythm. That certainly was the case with Guo and Chen this morning.
Fantastic play there by the Koreans, especially Chae Jung.
10-9.
She controlled that last shot well as well. Just pulled back a little.
Yeah, very, very short swings there from Chae Jung. So the racket is ready a split second quicker than for most players.
Yeah, it does seem to be, some of these rallies do seem to be a bit shaky, that's for sure. 10-all though is the outcome from them. And just about to head into first mid-game interval. 7 minutes on court. And it goes the way of Hong Kong. 11-10 at the break.
Interval.
Straight down the middle for Seeing Sweat. As we get underway with the resumption of game 1.
And always a super important coaching in game 1 when two players and two pairs haven't played each other before. Gives a chance to reevaluate the game plan you came in with. You have a better chance of seeing what did the opponents actually try and do against
Right.
me or us.
Oh, they're keeping a nice downward angle on things, Tang and C.
And that's the way to do it. They're playing with the drift, the Hong Kong pair. And in mixed doubles, it can actually be an advantage to play that side because you really have no intention of lifting. If you lift, you expose the female players for the male attack. And for most female players, they're a little bit weaker in terms of defense than their male opponents. There were a few where I could say they're probably not weaker. For instance, Wang Dongping playing with Feng Yanjie, and also the former Olympic champion when she was playing, Liliana Natsir, had a fantastic defense. But in general, it's better to play it downwards, try and protect the female player and get her to the front court and secure the initiative.
Well, they're 16-11 up. It's been a good run of points since the break. They're all tied up. Nice touch in there by Lee Jong-min. Chae Jung at the back, though. Good rotation by the Hong Kong pair. Late take from Tang Chun-man, but set up nicely. Well, that is a remarkable rally. I don't think I've ever seen a player take a shot that late and still get a chance at a smash with a follow-up shot. Wang Chun-man is almost laughing his head off there. He couldn't believe it. So 17-11, and suddenly the tables have turned against Lee and Chae. Beautiful touch in from Tang Chun-man. He's beginning to find his range from the backcourt. So he steps in. Too soft. Way too soft from Chun-man. So a lifeline in this first game given back to Lee and Chae. Wonderfully read and anticipated by Seeing Sweat. Moved in exactly the right direction. Knew exactly when that was turning up, and then it was a quick backswing and a body shot to Lee Jong-min. So 18-12. It's a nice retrieval from Chun-man, giving him the attacking initiative. 19-12. Reminder to Chae Jung to keep things continuous, get ready for serve a bit quicker. Turn, a bit quicker I should say. It's a nice bit of deception from Lee Jong-min at the back. Disguised drop shot from the back.
Chae Jung challenges, balls out. Line judge,
I swear I heard Chae Yu-jing challenges, and I was wondering, seeing as how it's on their side of the court, but it's not. It's a Hong Kong challenge that's been called out. And as I said, we have a very good view of the back line from up here. That did look 50-50. Here it comes. That's nowhere near it. That's nowhere near it.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Perhaps I don't have the perfect view from up here.
Service over.
They certainly looked a lot closer
That's
than
always
that.
a risk.
19.
Certainly looked a lot closer than
Right.
that. Well, can they
14,
overturn
19.
19 points? Chae and Lee. Again, a very late take from Tang Chunman. This time he doesn't get away with it.
15, 19.
They're 4 points ahead. Lee and Chae, to their credit, have been mistake-free up to that point. Now it's 5 game points.
Service over.
Really well played by
Game point,
Tang and Xi
15.
after the interval. They took more initiative, and I think Tang increased the pace.
Now they're targeting Lee Chong-min, now Chae.
Service
good.
over. 16, 20.
Must be fairly happy with the development. Wong Chun-han and Jeremy Gan.
Oh, it's gone very long from Tang Chunman. So
17.
2 of those game points saved, 3 more to go. But as I said, the Koreans have been far more compact in the last 2 or 3 points. Another mistake.
18, 20.
Say one thing about Lee Chong-min, he's certainly upped his confidence level in this first game. He's now pushing forward and taking on shots with great confidence. It's led to a far more compact output, as I said, and now they're just 1 point back from extra points. Reset from Tang Chunman. That's gone long. That's gone long, and we do in fact have extra points in the first game. Now this is going to be affecting the Hong Kong pair far more. Lee and Chae, they've got 5 game points up. Straight run of points for the Koreans. Pushing it through their opponents, and they have their first game point, 6-point run.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. Finally, they break that point run.
I wonder if they got a little bit too comfortable with that
Complacent.
big lead.
Yeah,
Yep.
could be. Certainly took their eye off the shuttle, foot off the gas, and before you know it, they were up against the wall. 21 all, back to deuce. That's gone wide. Wow, would you believe it? This game's had absolutely everything. So it's a 6th game point
21.
for Tang and Xi. That's a great return That's a fantastic return, and after 6 points, 6 game points, they finally win it.
23-21.
You heard it there, 23-21.
멀리 치려고 하니까 되게 쉽잖아요. 정민이한테 좀 쉽게 가까이 치고 왼쪽이 왼손잡이니까 너가 왼손 잘 치듯이 저기 왼손을 잘 칠까 봐 왼쪽이니까 네가 한 번 더 생각하고 공을 무리다 싶으면 올려주고 보일 때 바로 이제 내려주고 여자 이렇게 움직여야 되는데 정말 서는 거 그렇게 생각하시니까
아니 어차피 지금 종이야 언니가 아니 누나가 지금 이게 잘 만들어주고 앞으로 들어가고 있잖아. 거기서 네가 어차피 중간볼이란 말 중간볼에 네가 때릴 건지 붙일 건지 올라오게 일단 만들고 그다음에 어차피 또 상대방이 붙였을 때 우정이가 또 어차피 붙이거나 빼거나 그런 동작이 나온단 말이야. 뺐을 때 또 중간볼 네가 이렇게 봐준 거야. 그리고 초구 서비스 넣고 나서 여자 있잖아. 포인트 네가 직선만 준단 말이야. 대각으로도 좀 컨트롤이 돼야 하는 거야.
Got 20 seconds. Got 20 seconds. Players on court.
Okay.
So back on court for game 2, and it's all smiles in the Hong Kong bench.
Second game.
As you said, Steen, it looks like the coaches, Hong Chun-Han and Jeremy Gan, are happy with the evolution of this match so far.
Yeah, they should be happy that they managed to save that first game there.
After 6 game points, yeah.
And the game point to the Koreans
That's right, yeah.
coming back from 15-20 down.
So change of ends. And a very fast cut of play.
And
It's gone wide.
I think they've given Lee and Chae a little bit extra confidence that they were able to
Just
make
yeah,
the
make
first
that,
game
make that
so
6-point
close.
run.
And one of the keys is to try and exploit that Team Sweat really wants to play at the front court area, and look how far Tang Chunman is reaching in over Team Sweat's side in the defense. For those of our viewers that were with us in Hong Kong last week and perhaps saw the quarterfinal match, they saw that Team Sweat were quite vulnerable to drop shots when standing in the defense position. So it's going to be interesting to see how Tang is going to solve that situation.
Still smiles in the Hong Kong bench, but yeah, I also noticed that Lee Jong-min has injected some pace into this second game. He's certainly making things a little bit more complicated for the Hong Kong pair by adding that speed. Well, let's not forget, of course, that the 19-year-old was instrumental in that 6-point run at the end of the first game.
It might be too difficult for the Koreans to try and play Team Sweat too early in the rallies. They might. That's a good idea, but the execution lacked a little bit. They might.
Challenge, yeah.
Ooh, I saw that as clearly wide, but
Same here.
that's the sight line that we have a lot of difficulty in judging correctly. But the thing they might want to try and exploit is that Tang Chunman is covering a lot of ground, and that means that they have a better chance of chasing him around the court, because they know that he's going to reach over and help Team Sweat in the defense, and so try chasing him from side to side early on in the rallies, and then later on try and switch to Tsing Sweat might be the better option for the Koreans.
Well, that was clearly out, and I just noticed from the demeanor of both players that I think that was just a hopeful use of that challenge.
Play.
And I don't think they were 100% sure on it either. It was the youngster that called it, Lee Jung-min.
Service over.
That's a much better shot from them. 3-all.
Hey! 4-3.
All over.
Yeah.
See. What's going on? Quite a bit long, actually.
Yeah.
5-3.
Yeah, we have the mopper on
Thank
the
you.
court here, the court official mopping where Tsing Sweat fell over.
5-3.
Well,
No
she had a
injury or
quick
anything.
look back. Yeah, she had a quick look back at Wang Chunhan, who did look like he was questioning her. She said she was okay. That was the cross court from Tang Chun-man.
Fantastic use of the left hand there.
4-5.
Did you see
Look
how
at this. Tsing Sweat has to cover the middle of the court, has to
Yeah.
help Lee Jung-min, and then placing it all on the outer side of her. Perfectly placed by Tsing Sweat. That's a brilliant shot. Very, very difficult to turn around and get it back.
It's good to see a nice, happy match of badminton. I mean it. There seems to be smiles all over the place.
4.
Stayed at the net there. Lee Jung-min after the service return. It's not so common, but we see it from time to time. Because the advantage at the net is so important. I don't understand they don't try and flick Tsing Sweat a little bit more. I realize that it's the difficult end to do it from.
But she's always pushing forward, so it might be a good idea.
Yeah, and if you want to play her to the back court, then in the
right.
service situation, you stand completely still and can decide when you want to hit it. It's the only time you have that chance in a rally.
Well, there's Tang Chun-man reaching in again. He's trying to play these points by himself.
One of the important things when you have a player that's trying to help his partner too much is to keep him honest by playing his part of the court, playing the inner sight line that he's supposed to cover.
Right.
So you drag him away from
His
the
partner,
partner.
yeah.
Now get ready.
Well, things certainly evolving fast here. 7-5 in favor of the Koreans. Lean to the corner again, Tang Chun-man with the lion's share of scoring duties here. And that's no disrespect to Tsing Sweat. She is, of course, playing her part, but Tang Chun-man certainly is trying to win this for her.
Good play.
There he is again. Great variety of shots.
That's a beauty from Tang Chun-man, keeping control of the rally.
Yeah.
With that flat drive down the backhand side. Look at that. If it comes over, Lee Jung-min's shot is directly into the forehand of Tsing Sweat.
Service over. 9-6.
So 9-6 and still in the ascendancy, the Korean pair. They do well to win this second game, force a third. steps in playing well. Yeah, he's on fire. Absolutely on fire. Very much like Wang Chang in the.
And Jeremy Gan directing in the background there, using both his arms to show what he wants his pair to do. That's well done by Chae Jung. She did exactly what I was asking. Trying to keep Tang Chunman honest.
He is a little bit stretched to this point when Seeing Sweat was called in.
Brilliant play.
She was
down below the tape.
7.
Good service return by Seeing Sweat.
8-10.
The reasoning for Chae to keep on serving a low serve could be that she's also very, very good at the net, so she wants to have a chance of beating Seeing Sweat on the front court, but I don't think she's done it so far.
Challenges called out.
Correct, see, then it's 10-9. If it's incorrect, the challenge, then it's mid-game interval.
Yeah, 11-8.
Back on court.
That is out.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 11-8 interval.
되고 있으니까 치고 잘 들어가고 있고 우리 지금 앞에서 네트 트레이닝 잘하고 있고 좀만 더 좀 앞에서 잘 만들어주고 그 다음 연결 동작도 좀 움직여줘야 돼. 우정 여기 눈썹 뭐 잘하고 있어. 지금 우정이가 좀 컷했을 때 그 다음 연결 동작도 네가 좀 따라간다. 남자 탈출만 있으면 걔가 잡았을 때 걸리는 게 없단 말이야. 네가 붙일 때도 방법이 있지만 얘네 좀
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So here we go. The conclusion of game 2, and Tang and C still close enough to have a pop with the second game, try and do it in straight games, but they are certainly facing a bit more of a struggle.
Good play again by Lee Jung-min, playing in front of Seeing Sweat, and she's not going for it. It's Tang Chunman who returns it.
Tang Chunman again.
13-8.
Times you think it's his to lose and his to win. Well left by Tang Chunman.
Chae Yoo-jung challenges called out.
Half speed returns from Seeing Sweat there, just keeping it mid-court. And another challenge from Chae Yoo-jung.
If they lose this challenge, the Koreans, I think they'll be out of challenges for this second game.
That's nice.
Correction in.
Well, she was in the ideal place to see that land.
14-8. Play.
succinctly put to the ground by Tang Man.
9-14.
They're certainly in a different situation. It's not 11-8 anymore. 14-9, good lead for the Koreans.
Oh, good service return. Playing it over. Tang Man required some guts to do that, playing with the drift.
9.
Chae using all of her experience. You've got to do it once in a while. The things that you normally would refrain from.
Right.
To keep your opponents guessing.
Came back a bit high. Absolute beauty from Tang. But did you find that seeing Sweat's returns were a little bit underpowered?
10.
A little bit what?
15.
Underpowered.
Yeah, perhaps.
That was
just
by choice, or
prioritizing the steepness and staying in balance. Knows that she's unlikely to win an attacking battle against the Korean defense.
Service over.
I think her goal is to either activate her partner Tang, or to make her way forward to the net area.
Service over.
17-10. They're now in danger of losing this second game. And this will be a great shot in the arm in terms of confidence for the Koreans. If they can steal the second game, take it to a third.
Good reaction. Used to play a nice men's double as well, Tang Man. I think he's played with several partners, but the one I recall is Oh Chin-chung.
Out. Service over.
Wow. 18-11.
18-11. Out.
That's all getting really a bit
over.
nervous around the service area.
12-18.
That was past
Service over.
Tang Man.
19-12.
I think the Hong Kong pair probably try and conserve some energy for the third at this point. Certainly means, well, unless they're gifted points like that, I suppose, but we haven't seen them put a 7-point run in.
Oh, but I also don't think that the stamina is going to be an issue here. They played 37 minutes, and that's including breaks and pauses. So perhaps the efficient playing time is around 10-12 minutes. So there should be plenty of
gas in the tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, 14-9. This is a pretty crucial serve for Tang and Si if they want to play in the second game.
Too crucial.
Yeah.
Too crucial, apparently.
Way too crucial. So much hanging on that serve that it just flopped like a lead balloon. So, 21-14 in the second.
Second game won by Lee Chong-min and Chae Yo-jung, 21-14.
And it's match on in the third.
佢有一個好處係，佢個優點係呢個波冧到落嚟之後，你只不過係執佢個波隻好好冧翻翻嚟。呢個波越邊期咧，佢越好，所以你試下拉落呢度打出嚟。그 충분히 잘 판단해서 어차피 중간볼 많이 보면 어차피 중간볼 생각보다는 어차피 올라오게 만들어야 돼. 공격이 하나 그리고 여자가 끝쪽이잖아. 끝쪽으로 그거는 네가 중간볼 해도 돼. 여자가 포인트 쪽에서는 네가 대각으로 크로스를 대한단 말이야.
So on court for the decider, game 3 in this fascinating matchup between Korea and Hong Kong.
Play.
First blood goes to Tang and C.
1 love. Service over. 1-0.
Interesting to see if they're going to flake a bit more. They're not. Oi, that's a beauty. Oi, fantastic retrieval.
Wow. Great couple of shots there. One
Kept
from
their
Tang
composure. Seeing sweat.
2-1.
Sure, we're going to get a replay of that. Well, we're not. It was a great combination of a couple of shots, though. A little bit of bunching up from the Koreans on the right side. Now they're back in formation.
Super play, clever play by Tang Chunman. First smash opportunity, he slices it a little bit, this one, and then he gets an even better opportunity much further forward on the court and is able to put it away. Brilliant.
Well, Haida, D2 wants to keep this match going and isn't even going to allow a quick chat between the pairs. And the smiles are back. 4-1 up. There will be a change of ends, of course, being the third game, the mid-game interval.
Second service error from Tang Chunman. Third doesn't count though, but
I love it when they use the return of service, a bit of R&D, and it goes
try over either.
Certainly worrying signs. Just a little bit scratchy and patchy now.
5-2.
Good to see that from the side camera. Did really well, Tang Chunman, to get it below the top of the tape.
Service over.
This time, Chae got the better of Seeing Sweat in the net rally. And then exchange. There's the flicker.
All struggling to get into position.
Service over.
And that was close from the youngster, but just wide. Very respectful ask for a towel down from Tang Chunman, because he knows that this umpire wants to keep things moving as quickly as possible. He gets the towel down and back on, still 3 points up. It's awkward for Seeing Sweat. Chae from the back. Not ideal. 7-3.
And I guess those 4 points is probably as much as it can be from a Korean perspective. Ooh, that's a challenge from the Koreans. Yeah, the Hong Kong pair is giving it over to the Koreans, and now they're challenging. They never thought it was being called out. That's why they didn't challenge in the first place. Good umpire work by R32. Because obviously the challenge was coming quite some time after the shuttle had landed.
Yeah, there was a delay.
They simply couldn't believe that it had been called out. Question mark is, was it out? It wasn't.
It was in, and it was in by a fair margin as well.
It's one of those shots that are difficult for the line judges to judge correctly, because it sort of slides over the back line. So does it touch just before or just after? That's really, really difficult to see. Anybody who's been sat on that back line as the line judge would know that it's a tough call. So good we have the instant review system. Brilliant attack.
Yeah, it was a great serve, but falling backwards. Body position was off, base was off, but she manages to hook it back in for 8-4.
8-4.
Excellent control. Playing with the drift there from the Hong Kong pair. And that's what we have to keep in mind, that they're so experienced, Tang and Chae. So even if they switch to the more difficult side, if they can switch with the lead of 5 points, maybe even more, then I think they can play the right game plan for the remaining part of this match.
It's an awkward take for Tang Chunman. Fell right at his feet. He tried to lunge in to pick it up, but it already landed. To save his body position. But yes, that 5-point lead still intact. If we get to the break, would it be 6?
Concentration lapses from
knowing
Tang Chunman.
smile from the Korean coach. Good reset from Seeing Sweat. Oh, shot. Diving. Is that in? No. Well, he had to soak up the attack from the 19-year-old who was just taking pot shots from the backcourt. It's all about the defense right now for Hong Kong. And that's not porous, it's leaky.
4 straight points for Lee and Chae. And all of a sudden it's
A
more
little
than
bit
believable.
different, yeah.
Any extra point for the Koreans before the change of ends now, in my opinion, will make them a favorite. Switching to the presumably better end.
Oh, very close, but 11-8 it is at the break.
11-8.
A lot closer
Change ends.
than we would have liked.
지금도 마찬가지야. 마지막에 우리 한번 툭 올려도 됐는데 둘이 거기서 드라이브 날라가지고 아니 붙이고 올라오게 만들고 공격을 해요. 드라이브. 어차피 위쪽으로 올리면 유종이 쪽으로 가는 볼은 감이 없단 말이죠.
Court
대각으로
1,
가는 볼은 없으니까.
20 seconds.
그다음에
Court
이걸 컨트롤 하면
1,
되는 거란 말이야.
20
거기서
seconds.
또 유종이가 또 많이 붙이고 들어가는 동작도 나오고.
Coaches, return to your chairs. Coach, players, coach. 11-8. Play.
Again, it's all about the defense. Changed ends. This is the conclusion of this game. Yeah, that was a great shot.
12-8.
Mid-court area, switching to back-court pressure. Tang Chunman
just shadows that shot all the way till it lands. So 12-8. Get the serve back early on in this concluding phase of play.
Service over. 9-12.
Good idea with the flick serve, but couldn't really cope with the reply from the Koreans. Seeing Sweat.
Yeah. She lunges in again, and that's the classic combination for them. We're seeing Sweat pushing forward, sets up the lift, or even a half lift.
But it's not the first time she's launched herself forward like this, and that should be something that they pick up on, the Koreans, and say, hey, we've just simply got to either vary our low serve out right from our perspective, or a flick serve.
Yeah. Perhaps Nova, because that is a potential vulnerable spot. Well, 14-9. You just saw Lee Jung-min smacking his head.
Service over.
Still a little bit of breathing space for them. Just 4 points. As we said, we saw them put a 6-point run in at the end of the first game. So they're more than capable of focusing in.
Service
Wait.
over.
Is he sorry though?
No,
I
he's
don't
not. He's
know.
smiling inside.
I don't think he's sorry. No. It is great to keep up the etiquette. Great to be very polite about things, but yeah, he's definitely smiling on the inside. 5-point lead.
And that's the thing, small margins like this hurts a lot when you're trailing 3-4 points. Good steepness.
You knew that was coming back steep. And he has a quick look back to Wong Chun Han. 16-10, and they seem to be gaining some traction in this concluding phase of action. 55 minutes they've been on courts. Nice, that youngster that has put that one into the net. 17-10, and they are clearly into the no mistakes allowed territory. Straight to the body. I was about to say, we've seen them put a 6-point run in. We haven't seen them put a 7. And in fact, they lost that game with a 6-point run.
It is.
So we're going to need a lot more than that now.
Great play.
Sorry, plays, and then
Made
both
her way
of them
forward,
left it.
seeing sweat.
Yep, 18-11.
18-11.
Oh, they're on that closing run now. 2 points away. The net playing a great part in this conclusion of this match.
This time it was the Koreans who had a bit of luck, but I think the Hong Kong luck came at the right time at 14-10 up.
Yeah. He's going to come back steep. Nice touch in and again. Pushed that very flat and very well. So 13-9. 13-19, I should say. Pinpoint accuracy. So 7 match points after 57 minutes.
20, match points 13.
Just touched back by Tang Chun-man. Just left that too low.
14, 20.
Now, this is eerily similar to what happened in the first game. Which was
Wong Chun Han was
20-15.
signaling, keep on going, keep on going. He's afraid that something similar is going to happen here in the third. And they forget that you play all the way to 21.
It did look like it was a bit of complacency. That's set up, that's gone long, and 21-14 in the third. 58 minutes. And they are through to the round of 16. And of course they're going to meet Myland, who had that huge match against Chengxing Zhangqi earlier.
Match won by Tang Chun-man and time set 23, 21.
As you can see, a lot of enthusiastic fans here in the Shenzhen Arena. And the smiles are back in the Hong Kong bench. Some souvenirs from the Badminton Asia Champions for a very welcoming China crowd. And it's only day 2. good performance. It's that last point going long. There's confirmation of it. 23-21, 14-21, 21-14. Tang Chunman and Seeing Sweat through to the round of 16.
Welcome back to Shenzhen, and it's day 2 of competition. It's first round action, and after that excellent mixed doubles, we turn our attention to women's singles, and it is Chae of Thailand up against Miyazaki of Japan. Well, this is from the bottom quarter of the draw, and in fact Miyazaki got moved into a seeded position because sadly the number 8 seed Gregoria Mariska Tunjung had to withdraw due to illness. Ratchanok Kintanon is safely through, the former world champion, and of course the winner from last week in Hong Kong, Wang Ji also safely through. Incidentally, Wang Ji through against a player we'll be watching later on in the women's doubles. Three courts in action here in Shenzhen, as you can see. A beautiful arena. An arena, the Shenzhen Arena, that has a capacity of 16,000 people. Actually, the original arena here was built in 1985 as part of the Shenzhen Sports Centre. Then the original building was closed in 2018 and subsequently demolished. A new arena, this one, was built on the same site and opened in 2024, just last year. They only started building it in 2020. That's pretty quick, isn't it, Steen? I don't think we'd get magnificent venues like this built that quickly in Europe, would we?
Oh, that's a lovely arena. It really is.
And as far as our next match is concerned, Steen, well, a 19-year-old, a former world junior champion, Miyazaki, against Chae, who was medalist, several times medalist at the Asia Junior Championships. In fact, 4 medals in total, but 3 of them were in girls' doubles.
Yeah, so versatile player apparently.
There was a number of extremely talented players that started off playing more than one discipline. One sitting to your left, Steve.
Yeah, that's right. Played 3 disciplines, almost.
I did.
Did you do it at the same tournaments?
Originally, yes, but then I was losing in the first round. I was just sort of coming into World Badminton then. But it was a great learning experience. Peter Gader, of course, won the World Junior Championship in